Yeah, we should talk about Mario.
Let's do it.
No, I'm happy you brought it up.
We just did a cover story on Mario.
I did. There's a new one coming out for Wii U.
So what'd you think?
I think it's going to be really fun. I think it's going to be predictably fun. Tim, I think we probably got the same sense.
Yeah. It looks, I mean, aside from like the gamepad stuff, it being pseudo 5-player and like the boost rush and some Yoshi stuff.
Which, after playing some of that, like Boost Rush is this thing where like one player can have the gamepad and the other people are just running around, and they can tap to make little platforms for the guys to jump on that are actually playing with Marios.
So it's like 4-player mode with a 5th player.
Yeah, with a guardian angel.
Do you have any desire to actually play that Boost Rush mode, to be the guy with the gamepad making platforms?
Not really, I want to be Mario. I think what you'd play is if you're playing with like 5 people, as you'd say, you sucked last round, Dan, now you're the guy with the gamepad. It would still be fun, but...
Earlier you said it'll be predictably awesome, I think you said, which is an interesting way to put it because it means predictably as in, you know, Mario is a fairly consistent level of quality, but are the new 2D Mario games, you know, have they become a little stale? You know, the one thing back in the day is that there was always sort of usually sort of a generational leap with every Mario game.
New's not so new anymore, is it?
It'd be funny to do a little thing where like we put 4 screenshots like on the web or something, and we say like, okay, match this up. Which one is New Super Mario Bros. 2? Which one's New Super Mario Bros. Wii? Which one's whatever.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't have like telltale power-ups or anything, and it's just normal Marios, normal stages, and maybe you de-res the HD one a little bit, I don't think you'd be able to tell. Whereas if you take Mario 1, 2, 3 on NES, and Mario World and Super Nintendo, the first 4 real Mario games, every single one of those, you show me any screenshot from any area of this game, and I'm sure you guys are the same, we'll be able to say within a matter of a second, like, oh, that's Mario 3.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, we were playing with Peach, it's Mario 2. Like, everything looks different, everything plays completely different, new mechanics.
It's interesting, so like in the greater industry, you hear this conversation about how like the graphical advancements from generation to generation, they're gonna become less and less now. And it's funny, because Nintendo is a company that in a generation of high-definition consoles, they had the only standard definition console. And now they're saying the same thing about Mario. Like when we were talking to them during the cover story, they say, this is Mario, like this is what we can do with HD graphics, it looks better, but as far as an advancement of the art style, they don't think they know where to bring that.
They say that's all we can do, but I mean, if you looked at, say, Rayman or what Little Big Planet has done in a 2D space, I mean, I think there's a lot of things they could do, whether they want to do that or whether it would even be good for Mario, I don't know. And I mean, I'm not to diss the new games, I'm certainly excited, and as Dan said, they're always awesome and they're always fun to play. I mean, I'm a big fan, I'm a big proponent of Galaxy as a series. I think it probably doesn't get enough credit.
Absolutely not.
No,
Galaxy's
the best
probably,
platformers ever.
Yeah, best 3D platformer.
The first one,
easily.
But
like, I think 2 maybe more, but that's a whole nother thing.
Yeah, we don't, let's, I know you're awesome.
It was too hard for you.
Yeah, I know,
anyway,
you're so good, Dan.
But touching on what you were saying, like, with Rayman, right? So Nintendo has taken drastically different steps with art styles. Paper Mario, for example.
Yoshi's Island.
Completely different. Yoshi's Island, but they always have different gameplay, and they kind of seem to detach the classic Mario visual styles from, you know, the classic gameplay. When they change the art style, the game's completely different. That's what
like Epic Yarn.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly where I was heading with that. And so it seems like Nintendo doesn't want to do anything drastically different with the art style. And I spent a lot of time thinking about this, is what do we want Mario to look like if this isn't it?
Well, here's an interesting thought. Strip away any visual stuff. Let's say they all look exactly the same. Take the first 4, you know, Mario 1 through 3 and World, and then all of the new ones. How well do these new ones stand up as far as pure gameplay? I know there's some major nostalgia stuff going into this, but really, they control just as tightly. There's just as many secrets. The power-ups are always fun.
One thing that I don't like about the new series compared to like Mario World, for example, is the secrets seem too formulaic to me. It's always 3 coins. Those are your secrets, or it leads to a different world.
Like a tiny pipe that leads to a secret cannon or something.
But it just leads to another world where you do the same stuff. And what I liked about World is where you have to like get the cape for the specific moment and Yoshi, get a key, have Yoshi get it, go under the thing, fly up just perfectly between this thing and jump off Yoshi, otherwise you won't make it.
Yeah.
And those are the kind of secrets that made that game magical to me, and now they've made it a little bit more streamlined.
Well, they would even do weirder stuff like in Mario 3 where you just, hey, duck on a white block for 5 seconds. Like, why the hell? Oh, and then I can go behind the thing at the end? Like,
yeah, that was cool. I forgot about that.
Like, they're still hidden and they're still tough to find, but it's like, oh, okay, yeah, that's where a secret would be.
To me, I think the new ones are well-made games. I don't think that they add as much to the conversation compared to like...
Oh, in terms of creativity, absolutely.
You know, over the old stuff than say, you know, 3/World did over the first 2. But that's, you know, again, the kid might think different. I have no idea.
What's interesting is like Mario 2, the Japanese Mario 2, looked identical. Like they added a bad mushroom. Yeah. That's the only real change.
Doki Doki Panic.
I'm talking about the lost
levels. Yeah.
Like,
Oh, the lost levels.
yeah,
Okay.
but the thing is that the original Mario sequel was going to look very much like the original. Like Nintendo, for Western audiences, wanted to give a really distinct visual difference between the two games, between Mario 1 and 2. And we got that with Doki Doki Panic, but now we are getting 4 games, but they look very similar. So now it's like we're in a situation where it's like they're not bothering to do the Doki Doki Panic thing, where they're delivering a vastly different art style.
I mean, I think that there's clearly an edict that I'm sure from corporate that we got to get a little more mileage out of these engines we're making and these gameplay styles that we're making, because before it was great to have like a once in a generation kind of tentpole for Mario, but from a business perspective, I understand that it's like if they build a concept as good as Galaxy and an engine to do it and all this other things, like I can see wanting to get 2 games worth of sales out of it.
For the first time, I feel overwhelmed with too much Mario because I have the 3DS game and now I have Mario Wii U to play, and like that's a lot of very similar gameplay in a closed.
And it doesn't make me feel as special as it did, just because they are making it more of a regular product, as opposed to like, GTA kind of has that now, where it's like, it's a big, huge deal, and people talk about it or Zelda's always kind of kept that to a degree.
I think a lot of gamers are probably in the same spot I am, to where like my first memories gaming are, Mario.
Yeah.
Mine was on the NES, some other people might be 64 or whatever, but like so many people's introduction to the medium is Mario. And they could crank out a 2D Mario every 2 years, and I would play every one of them until the day I died. If they made a new Super Mario Brothers 40, I would play that.
I go back a little farther, but stuff before that, Atari's basically garbage. I mean, when it comes down to it,
What would be cool would be for Nintendo to give Mario kind of like the Mega Man 9 treatment.
They just do the Final Fantasy thing, Super Mario Brothers 3, 2.
Yes.
I would play the hell out of that.
That's my favorite art style.
3?
It was something that was so huge to me about the fact that, like, those little square hills in the kind of in the background. For some reason, the fact that they were like rounded on the corners and had those little like rivets,
It looked like a
that
plane.
blew my mind.
It was like props.
I was big on
me out of the
the
water.
3 on the title screen. The shadow had a tail, or a raccoon.
That
tail.
was pretty clever as well. Maybe we were just really dumb kids.
Oh yeah,
and we're
certainly.
easily entertained.
It has
But-
nothing to do with Nintendo quality at all. Just like you were dumb.
So I don't know what we came to. I mean, the new ones are great. I think we're all excited for them, but I think there's a certain historical import and innovation that probably is hard to do
Here's,
again.
the thing is we're going from the Wii U and we're like, all right, new Super Mario Brothers on the Wii, very cool. All right, new console. What do you got, Nintendo? That looks the same.
Yeah.
And this is the first time I feel like it's been like that.
To me, the job of Mario, even back to Super Mario Brothers with like the D-pad and things like that, it was a lot of people's first contact with that system. Whether it was Mario 64 with just like an analog stick and
That
moving in
was
3D
huge.
space.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I always kind of feel that it should be Mario's job to maybe sell what your new system does and the features of this new system, and I really wish that the touch screen was maybe integrated into the game in a more real way. You know what I mean? Where there was actually things I was doing, even in single player a lot, that utilized it, or and I don't know what those things are, but I don't get paid to make Mario games.
If it was a
I just get paid to
Galaxy-
bitch.
If it was a Galaxy game, you could have the hub world there, and instead of like walking over to it, you could just tap like, oh, I want to go to the toy Galaxy here, I want to go here. Which also, I think we can probably all agree that if they would have launched the Wii U with a new, awesome-looking HD 3D Mario, whether it's Galaxy 3 or just probably a whole new thing, that would be so much more exciting. than what
We
they're
would be
doing.
excited for it, but it doesn't sell as well.
Yeah.
Mario!
Yay, Mario! Yeah, all right. Is that good?